and go. Welcome to a new episode of AI to the Sky. I'm Joseph Bale, your host, exploring how AI, finance, and business intersect. Today we have a unique guest. Mario Payne is a certified financial planning, a U.S. Army veteran, and a founder of Thomas Financial, the first firm to launch an African American owned AI powered ETF on the New York Stock Exchange. Welcome, Mario.
Joseph, my middle name is Joseph, so yeah, we got something in common, Joseph. My middle name is Joseph, but I'm just I'm happy to be here and happy to share the knowledge of AI and how AI is changing, how we look at finances, how AI is changing, how estate planning works. So I'm happy.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm really excited too because of your impressive background and
Yeah.
everything you have done until now. So, but before we dive in, Mario, if you had your own AI physical, like a robot assistant for only one day, what personal task would you let it handle?
That is a great question. So, what personal tasks should I let my AI handle? Well, it would be like the labor intensive stuff, right? So, like, I have a theory when it comes to like money and like how can we help others from a value standpoint. And like typically, so think about a hotel, right? So you think about a hotel. A
Hmm.
hotel, the individuals who are actually doing the work in the hotel, like the people that's cleaning rooms, doing room service, those are the individuals that's making the least amount of money. And then like you have like the managers and the managers who are basically implementing the concepts, they're kind of making like, some money. But then like the visionary, the person that actually created the hotel, who looked at this land and said we should build a hotel, like he or she's making the most money. So from a pure labor standpoint, I would have the robot do as much physical labor as possible so that I can
Uh,
have time out the day to do the visionary stuff, to think about how we can help people reduce their taxes, to think about what investments we can pick to make sure they make enough money, right? Think about how we can improve our estate planning platform so people can have how they set up a trust and will automate it. And like the visionary stuff I can do and the more labor intensive stuff, my robot would do.
oh, great. You know, Mario, you know about AI. I can
Yeah,
notice that.
yeah.
So, Mario, Mario, tell us about your story behind founding Tones Financial and creating LETB, the first African American owned AI ETF, please.
Yeah, so that was definitely a process. So I have my own investment firm. It's one of the largest black owned investment firms in Florida. And we implemented in our investment firm AI back in 2019, where we would take client accounts and we would have AI parameters. And depending on what the market did and what their risk was, we allow the AI to buy and sell investments depending on people's risk and basically timing the market to make sure they make money if the market's going up or down. So we said to ourselves, okay, we're doing this for our clients. What if we could do this for the whole country? Right. So like that kind of started in 2020. So for about basically 2 years between going through the Securities Exchange Commission, getting it registered, finding a company that can do it, finding a company that can support our AI. In 2022 is when we actually launched our fund. LETB. At that time, it was the first and only black owned. So because there's other AI powered ETFs out there in the market, but they wasn't minority owned. So it was the first
Oh,
minority owned AI powered ETF ever. We launched that February 2022, and then yeah, just a great success. Now we it was 2022 was launched. Did better than the market in 22. Did better than the market in 23, and in 2024, because of the shift in AI, we thought to ourselves, okay, well, we know that it works from the stock market. Like, what can we do, like, to really help everybody? Because investment wise, here in America, only 35% of the individuals actually invest directly in the stock market. Most people invest in their 401k. So if I have a job, I'm working somewhere, my company provides a 401k. So the impact was great, but we learned AI works and people want to use AI, but how can we then help everybody and not just some people? So we decided actually to take it off the stock market. It did what it's supposed to do. It showed proof of concept for us as a company, and then we turned like all the information and that proof of concept into our AI powered estate planning platform that we have that helps people set up a trust, a will, and a power of attorney in minutes.
Oh, that's insightful. That's very
Yeah.
insight, a very insightful perspective.
Yeah,
So,
and,
Mario,
and I
okay.
would say going through that process, like you learn so much, right? And so I always say, because we do coaching and we coach people on just how to grow your business, and from a
Mhm.
coaching standpoint, a lot of times people would rather just kind of stay where they are, and I always say it's a cost, and the cost of not doing something is what we call the cost of inaction, right? So let's say, for example, I um, I have a pressure washing company. Let's say my job is pressure washing, right? And
Mhm.
let's say right now, today in June, I want to start my pressure washing company. But for whatever reason, I just wait. I think about it. I'm all over it. And a year goes by, and let's say June of 2026 is when I actually start my pressure washing company. Well, that whole year from June 25 to June 26, I lost a whole bunch of money. Now, that money you can't put a price on because you can't put a price on experience, right? You can't put a price on negotiating. You can't put a price on how to pressure wash a person's house. You can't put a price on which chemicals to use for the house. Like it's so much stuff that you can't put a price on. So I'm very happy we went through the process because at first we was like, okay, let's just do it with our clients. Let's not do it for everybody. But because we got that experience, the cost of inaction is basically what costs you not to do it. So we wouldn't even we made money, yes, but like we got so much more value that you can't put a price on the experience of launching a fund through the stock market. Talking to different lenders, talking to underwriting companies, all of that experience we received. So for anybody out there that's thinking about starting a business or thinking about doing something, and they look at the cost of something, you're looking at it differently. It shouldn't be what's the cost of it for me to start that business. It's what's the cost of it if I don't start that business. Because a
Oh,
year later, I'm in the same position and I have nothing to show for it but lost time that I'll never get back. So yeah. So when we look at things, you look at what is the cost of not doing it or the cost of inaction compared to the cost of actually doing something.
wow, that's really interesting. That's a really interesting point.
Yeah.
Mario, how do you see, with all the experience that you have, how do you see AI transforming the financial advisory world and investments strategies today?
Oh, dramatically. To the point that no one today really knows how much it's going to change 5 or 10 years from now. And so, like, you think about the 1980s, right? If you
Mhm,
go
mhm.
into an office, you had so many data collectors and people that inputted data in typewriters. Okay. Some call it secretaries, some call it data inputted people. Now, all those jobs are gone, and that's because of technology. Now, those jobs are gone, but it has been so many more jobs created because of the computer. So the computer took those jobs away, but now we have data engineering, data software, data repair. It's so many jobs that has been created because of the computer. So people look at AI taking away jobs, and yes, it will be some jobs that are taken away, but it's going to be so many more jobs that will be created because of AI and because of technology. So in the financial realm, you're going to have, so right now as it speaks, people want, you know, um, customized plans. Well, AI will allow financial advisors, certified financial planners like myself, to even do a deeper dive and do more customized plans because of AI, because of artificial intelligence. Now, yes, will that hurt people's jobs? Some. But I look at AI as an adoption. So if we adopt AI, it's going to make us better. A person who's adopting AI, diving into AI and using it today, they're going to have more clients and they will be in business compared to a person that's not using AI at all. But here's the cool thing though, Joseph, excuse me. It's
No worries.
down the road, right? Because that's the cool thing. Because right now, over the next few years, AI, well, like right now, people are okay with AI, but we're not
Mhm.
adopting AI. Like 5 years ago, nobody adopted AI. Now we're kind of adopting AI. Well, see, companies are smart. Companies, they always find ways to add value. So I believe 5 years from now, people are going to be so used to AI on a day-to-day basis that they're going to just want to just use AI because it's more efficient.
Mhm.
And then companies are going to save money because it's not manual work, it's all electronics, right? But here's the kicker. When that happens and we all, have that adoption and we all use AI in our day-to-day life, companies are going to say, you know what? For a premium, for you paying a little
Uh,
bit more but getting better service, instead of having AI help you, you're going to have a human being. You're going to have a person with emotions. You're going to have a person that can really feel how you feel, not just a computer. So companies are making money today using AI
mhm.
to eliminate jobs, but they're also going to then down the road hire people back as a premium offer. So you can use our AI service for $30, but then you can have a human for $100. And then people, because of a premium and because what they look at price and price equals value, they're then going to pay for the AI and human feature. So you'll see 10, 15 years from now how it'll change from people using AI and being used to it, and then people paying more to talk to a human because they want that human interaction, even though AI is more efficient.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Oh, there are so many things to think that it's overwhelming sometimes.
Yeah.
But oh, Mario, can you share a defining moment, perhaps from your time in the army or starting Tomes, when technology changed how you approach your work?
Oh, automation. So before, and I started my investment firm back in 2012. Been a financial advisor since 2007. But
Mhm.
before, everything was manual, right? When I very, very first started, we sent out thank you letters. We did information. It was all manual. It was some systems here and there, but most everything was manual, right? You needed
Yeah.
people to kind of do the manual work. Now with technology, automation, and AI, you're able to now do things electronically. So before, if I want to send out a newsletter, 10 years ago, I would do the 10 newsletter. I would email it, using like Microsoft, for instance, and I might email it to 10 or 20 people. And then 5 years now, I get to email it to everybody in one email. But today, because of automation, I'm able to email, text, and SMS at the snap of the fingers. So, like how we disperse communication, how we communicate with people, how we make people feel like we're doing whatever we can to share information as quick as possible is so much easier and it's so much quicker to do. And from a cost standpoint, it's so much cost effective compared to where things were. So I would just say the information or the transferring of information from one person to another and us being able to give that information out to clients quickly, like that has been a huge difference compared to when I first started, 10 plus years ago, to
Mhm.
where we are today.
No, that's really insightful. Yeah, because it's automation is changing the rules too, combined with AI, it's breaking it.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. So say today,
Mhm.
this is Aaron, and then I get a copy of it. And 5 years ago, if I wanted to clip up all the information, it took me to pay a video editor. It took time. We have to download it. Now I have a virtual assistant edited. They use
Mm.
software like Opus Clips that basically clips up everything and gives me then 30 to 90-second clips. So instead of clipping and editing each one, it does it automatically. It puts captions on the videos right then and there. I can have things already pre-templated, so like it gives them some type of offer how to reach me right after the video. So now something that may have took a week to 2 weeks to get out to the public 5 years ago, now literally this time tomorrow, it could be post. I could schedule posts using AI where it schedules a post depending on my clients, because we have some clients that are older, so they wake up earlier. Some clients that are still working, so they want to get their information at noon or at nighttime, and I can segregate that depending on them and their experience and their working career. All that's done through AI as well. So now not only am I able to send out information, but it's targeted to make sure my audience gets it when they are best open to taking my information. And that's, of course, with the schedule.
Yeah, a great example. And of course, you are saying that it is effective, right? Because some people, it's only saying that they fear about AI, but they are not realizing that it's doing a good job if you know how to handle it, right?
Yeah, and AI is part of what we do now. Like anybody and everybody today, they are integrating with AI in some way or form. If you go on Google, Google's taking your information, Google's selling information to Facebook. So when you get your Facebook ads, AI is doing that for you. Like people are dealing with AI on a day-to-day basis now. And as I said earlier, do we want to roll with the punches and embrace it and have it apply to our job in a positive way? Or do we want to not think about it and lose our job or lose our competitive edge, 3 or 4 years from now? And when I say 3 or 4 years from now, I might be wrong because technology, it doubles every 6 months, right? So something that 3 years ago took 6 years to do now takes 2 years. And a year from now, something that took 2 years will take 6 months. So it's just going to be incredible. Like, are you familiar with so ChatGPT, right? You familiar with ChatGPT?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and so they have a was it Sonos or Sonar? It's like the video. It's the video model.
Sonar,
When you
yeah.
Sonar, yeah, yeah.
Ah,
So like when that came out a year and a half ago, because we pay for ChatGPT, we have the paid version. Like that was there, and when I say those videos were crappy, I mean they were
mm,
just crappy and just oh my gosh, like literally, I had my VA do one because we had a client that was going to buy a Lamborghini, so we wanted to like send them a picture of him like doing donuts in a Lamborghini, and so we did it on Sonar, and like us saying exactly what we wanted to do, what it looks like, and how it should be done. I mean, it looked like it came directly from a movie production reel. And so the matter, and I know they use all, I don't look at it, they just kind of do it, but I wanted to kind of see what it looks like. And like for a year and a half on like how it looked before, it's like, man, like this is horrible to now where it is today, night and day. So technology is proven just so much over time, quickly too.
yeah, yeah, it's going so fast.
Yeah.
So, Mario, what's a common myth about financial planning or AI powered investing you'd like to clear up?
A myth. When a
Hmm.
person creates a strategy, in my opinion, AI cannot create a strategy for you. You need some type of human interaction, right? Because how AI is today, AI is just taking information and it's applying that information. What AI lacks is the human element here, what's in the heart. Like, what do you feel? It might be a financial planning strategy that might be effective for you, but it might not be for you, right? So, like, for instance, if you're a person that's, you're vegan, right? You're a vegan, you don't eat meat, you know, uh, probably a good idea to tell you to invest in companies like Beyond Meat, that do vegan stuff. Probably not a good idea for you to buy Hillshire Farm, stock that has meat or poultry companies, right? So like, so like that human interaction, that human decision making, that only that you can kind of touch, feel from a human per se. AI doesn't have that. So a person that just does a full AI portfolio with no human interaction, I don't think AI is there. I don't think AI will never be there. Another thing, like with our, relaxed estate, where we create trust wills and power of attorneys for individuals, um, is AI powered, but it's still some type of human interaction. So with our platform, we take documents that were created and that are updated by licensed attorneys. So it's not AI doing it, it's attorneys doing that. And then we use AI as we ask questions to basically kind of give you answers to those questions, depending on what you say. And then we use automation, and that automation kind of creates that document and your answers right then and there on the site so you can print it out and have your own trust will and power of attorney. Well,
Mhm.
without the creation of the paperwork by estate attorneys, you can't have automation because AI just kind of says something, and a lot of times AI does get things wrong. I mean, we are in the
Yeah.
initial steps of AI. It was a person last year who used AI as a case study, and said, "Hey, do X Y Z." It did X Y Z. He took that case study to court, and then the judge looked at some of the case loads from years ago, and it was wrong. Like ChatGPT lied about cases that never happened. So AI has a long way to go. So you still need some type of human interaction, in my opinion, to have a proper financial plan, to have a proper portfolio, and definitely have a proper estate plan with us to relax estate.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I agree with you because we need humans a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, I love your approach of making investments simple with
Hmm.
tech. In my work, I have seen automation, streamline, decision making dramatically. Have you seen AI transform how your clients plan and invest?
Yes, yeah, for sure. AI has definitely changed that, actually for the good, right? So from a budgeting standpoint, now with AI, it's things out there where you can kind of predict a person's spending habits. So before we did a budget, we took your information, what you spend, how you spend, kind of show what you got. You got your pie graph, and then okay, have at it. But now with some of the AI models that's out there, it actually predicts, hey, this is your spending for the last year. So it predicts, hey, we know in June of every year you spend an extra $400 on summer camp for your children. In August of every year, you spend an extra $2,000 on school clothes for your children. So now the budget is not reactive, your budget is now proactive, right? So you actually have a real life scenario of how your spending is really going to be. And that's something that has been done and forecasted with AI. Also, like one of the models that we investment models, we have it where if one of the stocks that you like, if it drops by more than 20%, we automatically buy it so that you can buy something at a discount. So when it goes back up, you make more money, right? Well, depending on the historicals of some companies usually have negative earnings, right? Some companies do not as good. So companies that have a lot of retail business, were typically the second quarter of each year, right between April and June, they historically don't make as much money compared to fourth quarter of the year, Christmas time, and then first quarter of the year, New Year's resolution, where you're spending. So when AI is able to predict that, we're actually able to maybe sell some of that stock, right, during the first quarter before it goes down, and then have some predictions where when that stock goes down, we're able to buy it at a lower price. So AI allows you to help track that. So yeah, so AI is very important and it's being used. How we help people, and even from clients from a budgeting standpoint, is being used as well.
Oh, great. So, Mario, what advice would you give to someone curious about using AI in their personal finance or retirement planning, maybe?
Yeah. So take AI with a grain of salt. It's here. You should use it, but it's not the end all be all. And I always fracking back to the coaching, right? Michael Jordan, greatest basketball player of all time. I know some people like LeBron, some people like Kobe. I like Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan being the greatest of all time, he had a coach. His coach was Phil Jackson, right? So
Okay.
you need a coach from a retirement planning standpoint, a person coaching you on how your money should grow, how your money should be allocated, how your money should be spent. Yes, that can be an AI coach, but it's not the same as a human coach,
Oh,
right?
yes.
Same thing in your day-to-day life. And we have these large language models. I saw it's a
Mhm.
therapy app right now where it's basically AI that you type stuff in, and AI talks to you about therapy, which is great. But like that human interaction is not there. So you want to use AI, you want to put in your day-to-day life, but nothing is like human interaction. So get a coach, have a person help you with your finance. If you need therapy, have an actual person help you with your therapy. If you need performance coach, how to grow your business, get a performance coach like myself, to help you grow your business and give you real world examples that can help using AI, of course, as well, because coaches use AI. I use AI when I coach people, but it's nothing like that real world person that kind of helps you guide along the way.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It can give you some clues. It can give you some advices, but no, as like your real estate and all of your projects, they specialize in that, right?
Very true. Yeah, very true.
Well, where can listeners connect with you, learn about Tones Financial, the
Mhm.
LETB ETF, or
Mhm.
follow your upcoming projects, please,
Yeah,
Mario?
yes. So YouTube, I give just examples of how to, scale your business, scale your finances, use AI to do that, or not use AI to do that. But we'll just give examples of how you can grow your finances. Period. That's on our YouTube channel. It's Painful Profits, so it's Payne, PAYNE, Profits, PROFITS. YouTube, or you can follow me on Instagram. Same handle, Painful Profits, PAYNE, Profits, PROFITS. Or then you can just go to our website, The Relax Investor, the THE, Relax, RELAX